This video is brought to you by BasketBashersDiscGolf.com. What's up, everybody? Welcome to my review of the MVP Disc Sports Catalyst. It's a new distance driver, high-speed distance driver from MVP. Big thank you to Basket Bashers for sponsoring this review. Go to BasketBashersDiscGolf.com for more information. They have a full selection of MVP and Axiom stuff, great prices, and definitely recommend you guys check them out if you need any gyro plastic out there. This thing is a pretty nice flyer for sure, but let's take a look at it. It's got the Basket Bashers stamp on there. I dig it. It's a good looking logo for sure. I think it makes for an interesting, unique looking disc. It's obviously not a stamp, or a stock stamp rather, but it is something that's available on various molds on the website, so go check that out if you're interested. Oh, look at that cool shadow on my light sleeve in there. Whoa. That's pretty rad. I didn't notice that just now. Alright, so you can see it's got a pretty big pop-top dome on it, just like the Octane. This one maybe a little bit less than the Octane for sure, but still a very sharp, wide rim disc. You can see how pointy that is. It's got a pretty sharp outside edge to it for sure. Quite a wide rim, big beefy gyro rim as well. There's definitely some mass in the rim for sure, but it's got a pretty good feel in the hand. I would say it feels a little bit better than the Octane, but overall feels extremely similar, honestly. It has that same, relatively decent dome on it, maybe slightly less than the Octane, but yeah, pretty similar. Let's throw the Octane next to it just so you guys can get a feel for it. I have a full review posted on the Octane already if you guys want to check that out. But basically the Octane is like a more overstable, beefier version of the Catalyst. Proton plastic, these newer runs, extremely translucent and clear. Very interesting, good looking plastic. I like how you can see your grip really well through the plastic. That's cool, makes for an interesting view for the video. It has a good feel. This one has a pretty decent grip to it. I will say, as I said in the Octane review, that it being winter, this particular Proton blend is probably not the best plastic type. You're better off with like a G-Star or like a Fluid or Flex, or one of those plastics that have a little bit more flexibility. These feel a little stiff and a little slippery when they get cold, but most normal plastics do. So not really a knock on the plastic, just something I noticed during testing. I figured I'd mention to you guys. This thing has a good feel in the hand. I had no trouble releasing it nicely. In flight, I really like this thing. It flies kind of like similar to one of my Trespasses maybe. Maybe not quite as much glide and distance, but that just could be because the Trespass works so well with my arm speed, and I know how to throw them really well. This is a disc I'm just getting used to try to test it to review for you guys. But it's a good line holder. It's something that you can throw down on a strong hyzer, give it some height, and it'll fly that for you. Maybe it'll flip up and ride, but it'll still finish back to the left for sure. Something you can throw flat and get some flip up and ride out of it, and look for it to still kind of finish back to the left as well. And it can also throw a pretty nice turnover with it for sure. It's not something that's going to turn and burn and really rip out to the right, for me at least, in my power. I get it to kind of hold a nice sweeping turn, and it didn't really come back. It kind of like finished flat, which was nice. Flew very nicely the few times I tried that. But yeah, ultimately it's kind of a nice, versatile point-and-shoot distance disc you can throw on some different lines. I think it's a good speed and stability range for the average player. If you're a total beginner, it might still be a little stable for you just because it's still pretty fast. If you don't have much arm speed, it still might finish pretty strong to the left just based on that kind of beefy rim and the high-speed nature of the disc overall. Be a good disc for average players. If you have a bigger arm, it'd be probably more of a hyzer flip or big turnover disc or something like that. But for me, I just like it as a kind of an overall workhorse disc off the tee. Has good distance for sure. I was really enjoying the glide. Has that nice forward pushing fade like most MVP discs have, and yeah, good flying disc. I really enjoyed testing this particular one. I definitely liked it better than the Octane. It works a little better for my game, but it also kind of depends on the shot. But generally, discs that have that little flip up and ride are more fun for me to test in general, just because I feel like I can throw more lines with them, and they're just, they go a little farther, and it feels good, good to go out and throw them. So that's my review on the MVP Catalyst. Solid disc. I'll check you guys later. Cheers.